Done. The information is that he will even take training today with the players, so he will be back on the training pitch with Chelsea's players, many of whom he knows from his first spell, as we've just been hearing about there. You described that first spell and how it unfolded. A lot of the younger players, remember, they were in the middle of a transfer ban at that moment in time, so he did bring on the likes of Mason Mount, Reece James, give them a lot of game time, and also in his time there, the likes of Hakim Ziyech, Kai Havertz, Edouard Mendy, they all signed and were part of Frank Lampard's Chelsea squad. So he is back. He's taking the training and will be in charge for the game against Wolves this weekend. It means Chelsea will have had, I guess, 3 different managers in a week. Graham Potter took charge of the Aston Villa game. It proved to be his last. Bruno Salter stepping in for that Liverpool match, and then Frank Lampard, who also took in that game, by the way, from Todd Bowley's box, will take the team and lead the team into the Wolves match before that huge double header against Real Madrid, because that's what Chelsea season depends on. Real Madrid, Champions League, that double header. If they get through that, they then have Bayern Munich or Manchester City, and it looks like it will be Frank Lampard, the man to lead them through that, to provide some stability in what have been turbulent times here at Stamford.
As well, of course, he was the Player of the Year last season, but he hasn't started a game so far, has he? What's Pep said about his fitness, Peter?
Well, Foden's missed 3 games because of what's been widely reported as a mystery illness. We've had no details on that. Foden's one of 5 players who were on the bench on Saturday, along with Rodri and Silva and Gvardiol and Diaz, who it's widely reported and speculated on that will be all back in the side tomorrow. Foden's issue has been, though, missing those games, and Pep today spoke about rotation and said he's really happy and keen to rotate, but players have to perform and players have to step up to the mark. Now, whether that's a slight dig at Foden for maybe some under par performances in training, I don't know. But what I thought was significant today, the first group of players out onto the training pitch included Phil Foden. Maybe just
this morning here ahead of this game against Liverpool at Anfield during the week. But good news, have a look at this for Chelsea fans. Christopher Nkunku, who has been back in team training, but of course still working his way back towards full fitness. So by no means a guarantee that he will be starting against Liverpool, possibly involved. I guess we'll get an update from Maurizio Pochettino at some point before that game, but certainly he's working his way back in his rehabilitation process, and he's back in team training. That was him coming out with his teammates this morning, all smiles. Christopher Nkunku, who has of course come back from an injury, and then he picked up another niggle and was out for those recent games. He did make his Chelsea competitive debut against Newcastle before Christmas, then scored against Wolves, and then featured in the Crystal Palace and Luton games as well.